to make it either smaller or bigger. The way I like to think of it is as like a spot size. So if I make the beam smaller, so it's at a 10, so now it's to a 4, so I want to show you 4. All it is it denses the energy down to a teeny, it just makes it more dense and more aggressive. So this one only needs 2 passes. So if I was doing like a teeny stretch mark or a scar, it's so much more intense because everything's being compacted into a smaller beam that all you need is 2 passes. If I did a beam that's a 10 millimeter or a 6, you can see the passes change. So you can just change the size of it. Since we're doing your deck, we'll do the bigger one, which is a 10, and that's the bigger one. I'll show you like that. And this one requires 4 passes. The 4 passes I like to do vertical. It's just like a 10% overlap. You're just rolling once. You're not going over and over. You'll do vertical, horizontal, diagonal, diagonal is the way we like to do it. There's a little fan blowing out. There's also a little light we can turn on, so you can like have a little cool air. Probably barely even works. You're like, I feel this way more. So we're gonna hit 4 passes on her décolleté. The tricky thing with this one, I'll hand it to you, is the Frax does require a foot pedal just the same way as the diode. Like, don't obsess over the foot pedal. Literally, as long as your foot is down on it, it just activates it for it to be able to go. But you don't need to sit and like pulse the foot pedal, just keep your foot on it the whole time. Just like the diode.
So when you're doing deck, do you break it up in half? Or would you roll across the whole thing first?
I would just go across, all the way across.
Okay.
And then just, yeah, or you could break it up in half. Either way, as long as you get the cut, you'll see her reaction too right away. This one does not need goggles. If you are performing on her face though, make sure she has the blackout goggles on just to protect her from the little light.
I want to say you want to start here.
This direction is going to be pulling towards you.
Pulling toward me.
Yeah,
Okay.
is what it's set for.
That one's balanced.
So her foot's just on the pedal right now, putting it in ready, but it won't start firing until she starts rolling. It's the only one direction, so you're pulling it toward you, or you can switch it to where you're pushing, but I think the pulling method is more comfortable.
Yeah.
But you'll hear it, it's a little static sound, just like Clear and Brilliant. It's like a little beep,
And the rolling.
and the rolling.
Same as Clear
Same,
Brilliant.
that's
It's like
yeah, but
That's cool.
yeah. But this one just has to have the foot pedal down just to like turn it on in a way.
Yeah.
But if you come close, you guys, you can hear the like little static and the little, do you feel it?
Yeah.
It's not, you're numb though, so you probably don't feel it as much.
You recommend that?
It's definitely hot.
I do, it's hot, yeah. It's definitely hotter than Clear and Brilliant. I think it takes the edge off. But again, I mean, you'll learn all lasers moving forward, like it just takes the edge off just a little bit, because you're gonna feel it no matter what. But just like Clear and Brilliant rolling method, making sure you understand that the roller's not necessarily what's firing, it's that little beam, so always keeping that red light as you're, like, just know that red light is what's firing. A lot of people obsess over the actual roller, so just make sure that red light is falling in front and not like falling behind.
Vanessa said almost like that it's like chasing the
Yeah,
roller.
that's exactly what it is, yeah. But you can hear the little static sound. This one leaves the same texture, like the coffee ground, like, staticky, like.
You're good.
I tried to think of a name for it, but it leaves texture. The roller leaves that little bumpy.
I call it the sandpaper effect.
And sandpaper. This one's nice because you get an immediate reaction with this one. Same thing with this one. If you want to test pulse and try it in a spot just to see it on the Fitz 4 side, just to see how you react, you totally can, because Fitz 4s can get Frax done, but you just have to be with caution. Fitz 5 and 6 though, absolutely not, just because the heat will make their pigmentation come back darker.
The laser's different than the
Yeah, yeah. It's just more aggressive. Same concept, still targeting water, still resurfacing, but just the energy's way more. You know how we just have low, medium, high?
Yeah.
This one, her fluence says it's at 38. So it's just like different, yeah. Devices, different applications.
I will say I really
So
do
that's
hate
one
this hand.
pass. So she's going in her second.
And then the same thing, you go diagonal.
So you'll go vertical, horizontal,
Horizontal.
diagonal, yeah.
Did you
10%
do a
overlap.
double chest that once, or did you
She did the whole chest. She just went all the way across, and now she's going this way, and then she'll do diagonal, diagonal. It's just for coverage. You'll see too, like if you have any striping, like white spots, you'll see the spots you missed, which is really nice. But how would you explain the feeling to them compared to Clear and Brilliant?
I don't know, I feel like my face was number for Clear and Brilliant. It feels like someone's taking like a hot spoon or something and like dragging it across.
My sister said that literally, she said it felt like a hot knife. I did it
Yeah.
on her C-section scar, and she said it felt like someone was dragging a hot knife across her.
I
It
couldn't
doesn't
do
feel
it.
like it's like cutting, it just feels like
Hot.
hot. It's like, so it's like the back of a hot spoon, like dragging.
Some people swell, edema is normal, erythema is normal. If you guys look closely too, you see literally little grids, like you can see like little dots, that's the roller on her skin.
See it?
Reads that.
Oh.
Yeah,
When it's beeping, is that like?
it's just
indicating
reading.
that it's
If she
hot?
did the same thing as Clear and Brilliant and went too fast, it would do like a rapid beat.
Okay.
Go fast and see what it does.
Yeah, you get lights up red too.
Yeah, it lights
Yeah.
up red saying like you're going too fast. Kind of alerts you. And the beeping really too is just like if it loses any contact or anything, it can go, hey, like I didn't read that spot, but just stay steady motion, go slow, good contact. Let the roller do the work. Don't dig into the skin too harsh.
Does this one pull you as well? Like the Clear and Brilliant? You
Oh, the
said kind
pigment?
of- No, no, like.
Like how
Oh.
it feels.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
I think the Clear and Brilliant definitely pulls a little bit more than this one. I actually
Yeah.
really hate the way this handpiece is designed. It's not,
It doesn't feel.
what's the word,
comfy.
ergonomic?
Ergonomic.
Ergonomic, yes. Yeah, that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
But you guys can do
My
this on the
hand is
body,
cramping.
so feel free to do stretch marks, scars, really just anything that you need to resurface.
When you're doing a scar, would you do that same pattern or would you just go down the
For the scar, yeah, for a scar, like I would just be following the, like you don't do the diagonal vertical thing, like just literally go over it the 4 passes. If you want to get the paint over with, turn your beam down to the smaller one and do just 2 passes, because it's
I would not want this on my face.
it's hot, huh?
Glad you chose deck for this one.
It really is. I'm the biggest baby. I did on one of my scars and I was like, never again. I did not like it.
I could barely have anything really,
Yeah, it's hot.
My sister hated it, but she said it made her C-section scar so much flatter.
It works. It really works.
Results are worth it.
It's just stronger, and I think the cell turnover, a lot of people really do come back and like say, hey, this is the pigmentation's down, the texture's down. It's a really good read. Like, it's basically going in and like frying off her epidermis and dermis and forcing her body to like reheal itself. Everything you'll learn in lasers is wound healing response.
I'm gonna be 25 again.
What was that? I would probably avoid this one.
I have so much hypopigmentation on my arms that when I do tan, I look like a nice guy.
It's like, yeah. Yeah, I think that like lasers in general can definitely, like if you're prone to it, they can make things definitely worse. If you're prone to hyperpigmentating, keloids, like if you're if your bounce back's not that strong, I definitely wouldn't go laser route.
I'm like, I would literally have like a spot for everyone in the class to do this, I can get this done.
Yeah,
Scars.
yeah. It's nice that you guys can do it on the body.
I don't really scar easily at all.
But yeah, she just has her foot down on the foot pedal, so don't obsess over it, just have it down. The roller does the work for you. Contraindicated for 4 weeks. A lot of girls like to put on laser enzyme gel on after, but again, I like dry healing. I really like recommend just like letting it calm down 24 hours at least, no cleansing, no, don't do anything crazy. Just let it kind of calm down. But laser enzyme gel, you can't go wrong because it's just gonna help cool it, Any questions? This is it, you guys. This is the last demo.